Okay, we've got a score that works, and we've got a Pac-Man who move around. And what we want to do next is decide what we're going to do when all the food in the room is gone. Now you'll notice here what I've done is I've taken most of the food out of this room. You'll see why that is in a second. And I've gone on and I've created a second room. So I've got room 0 and I've now got room 1. Okay, so I've used the same part, I've just done a different coloured background. What I want to happen is when Pac-Man eats the last cupcake, I want the game to then go from finishing room 0 and move on to room 1. So if I go on to the food, the first thing I need to do is I need to ask a question. And the question is there any food left? And to do that, I click onto the control, and the one that comes up as, got a 1, 2, 3 in it, test instant count. In other words, count how many of something there are. The object I wanted to count is the food, and what I'm asking the question of, is it equal to 0? So is the amount of food equal to 0? Now what I want to find out is if the answer to that is yes, and what I put inside these angled brackets is what I do if the answer is yes. So if the answer is yes, do what's between these two triangular shaped brackets. And what I wanted to do, which I'll find on main 1, is I want to go to the next room, and I will have that with a rotate left, some effect. So I'm saying here is look and see if the number of pieces of food is 0. If it is, if the answer to that question is yes, then go to the next room. Okay. Notice I haven't got anything for no here. So that we can come back to later on. Also, what would happen if I was in room number 1? What would happen if it then went on to the next room here? Well, you'd get an error. So we need to come back to that as well. So there's a few bits and pieces we need to come back to. But for now, if I now click OK and press play, what should happen is I should be able to come down here. There's 4 pieces of food left. There's now 3, 2, 1, and when there's 0, it goes on to the next room.